What's going on, everyone? We are back for another edition of TruBall Reviews. We, of course, have that IQ Tour, which is the control ball. We're going to go ahead and scan that ball, get you a surface reading, which is 2,000 grit. The control ball is always surface to 2,000 grit before we do our TruBall reviews. And today we have the DV8 Warrant Solid as our review ball. That ball is scanning right about 2,500. It comes out of the box at 500, 1,500 Sierre micro pad. So we're going to take that IQ Tour, get us a good read. We always use the control ball first, and then take a look at the review ball. So we got a different view today, got a lower view for the TruBall reviews. Little 2.8 there with that IQ Tour. We're not necessarily trying to strike with these bowling balls. We're just trying to get a good read off of what we're seeing between the control ball, which is, of course, the IQ Tour, which falls into that continuous category, and the review ball. So we're actually going to make another shot with that IQ Tour. See what we get out of this one. So almost the same leaf. Left the 2-pin instead of the 2.8 that time. So this Warrant Solid from DV8. Numbers are 2.505 for the RG. Also, we have the specto data there on the screen, just for a flash there. The differential is 0.054, and the mass bias differential is 0.012. So first shot with that Warrant Solid. I'm not going to lie, I like those colors going down the lane. But anyways, performance-wise, couldn't really get a good read off that one. That was definitely in. So we're going to remove that shot. Make another good shot with that Warrant Solid. Wiping it off in between shots with that BFP, the big fluffy pad. It's always important to wipe off your ball during competition when you can't use liquid products. So we want to make sure that we are getting the most consistent reaction possible. So another shot that was pretty close on the laydown point, but the launch angle was just a little in. Taking a look at those total hook numbers, 16.3 for that Warrant Solid and 20.9 for the IQ Tour. Just got to get that Warrant Solid just to the right a little bit more, and we will see what we can do comparison-wise between the review ball and the IQ Tour. So that shot was, you could call that shot aced. That was really, really good. Only 0.4 boards off at the laydown point. The launch angle was the same. We actually got just about a board more of total hook out of the DV8 Warrant Solid compared to that IQ Tour. So judging by that last shot, we can see that the Warrant Solid is definitely falling into that continuous category. It's overall a strong piece, but it is definitely continuous. And that was a very beautiful shot with that IQ Tour. Moved right to get into the friction. We're actually bowling on the Kegel Chromium pattern, which is the pattern that we use for all of the TruBall reviews. And we're going to take that Warrant Solid, move to the right with it as well, and see what we see. So looking at that specto data, that shot was a little more projected, but you saw how much earlier that read moving into the friction. 24.4 boards of total hook compared to 18.9 with the IQ Tour. But we'll go ahead and get rid of that shot. obviously because the launch angle was slightly different. And we'll see if we can make another good shot. That looked a little right as well, but we'll take a look at the specto data and see what that says. Yep, that one was a little open as well. But you saw, or you can see how much earlier that ball reads, and it's actually continuing really, really well. It's not jumping off of the spot too hard, so it's definitely a controllable piece when it gets to that friction. We like to play a little bit different parts of the lane, so we moved in with that shot with the IQ Tour. That was a little left of where we want to be. We want to be closer to that 4th arrow mark when we are moving in. So we'll make another good shot with that IQ Tour, see what we can see, and compare it to that Warrant Solid from DV8. That shot was much better. Closer to that 4th arrow mark compared to our last shot, and we actually got a strike out of it. So we're going to take that Warrant Solid, play in the same part of the lane, and see how it looks from there. So first, you can definitely see that this bowling ball is something that is going to be either 2nd or 3rd out of your bag, even 1st, depending on the type of condition you're bowling on. And that shot was pretty good. Launch angle was a little steeper, but you saw how well that recovered. But this ball is something that is, I think, going to be great during the transition portions of a block, games 2, 3, and 4, depending on what you're bowling on. Something that's pretty smooth, controllable, and continuous. So, turn the lights off. Got that clutch bowling technology out there. We're going to take a look at what this ball can do with the lights off, so you can see the line on the lane and see what we're working with here. So Warrant Solid, 10 back. We're just moving into my favorite part of the lane, trying to make a good shot from there. But you can see there, 23.9 with the laid on point, 2.9 degrees with the launch angle. We are very appreciative of Clutch Bowling partnering with the CTD Education Center, and that shot was with the IQ Tour. Being able to see visually the shots going down the lane is an awesome, awesome resource to have. So these balls are pretty similar between the IQ Tour and the Warrant Solid. We saw that the Warrant Solid, judging by the specto data, got a little bit more hook. I believe it was right about 2 to 3 boards. So this is something, like I said, that could be 2nd or 3rd out of your bag. Nice continuous piece. This could be a benchmark ball for some people. Something that is 1st out of your bag during practice to get a read on a certain pattern. So this is definitely a piece to think about adding to your bag. With that being said, thanks everyone for tuning in. If you have more questions or need more information, check us out on ctdbowling.com. Lots of education there, and you can get True Cut sanding pads there as well, which is what we use on the control ball. And also consider joining our staff. We have a free staff program that is available to all bowlers. You head to ctdbowling.com, hit that regional staff sign up, and you can sign up for free. With that being said, I am Dustin Zahner with Creating the Difference, and have a great day.